You ain't on. It's not showing you online. Oh, never mind. I see you. Okay. Hello. Yeah.
What did happen to Shadur Sanders?
It ain't him. I'm like his dad. It's like they're trying to blackball him. He gonna get on a team. He gonna get on a team, and what's gonna happen is he gonna go for it. He gonna get on a team that's ready to win right now, and he's gonna look amazing. I think he's gonna probably end up in Pittsburgh, but if not, he could end up with the Rams. He might end up in Detroit because all of those teams got older quarterbacks. All those teams got older quarterbacks. You got Dolph got an older quarterback. Dolph is an older quarterback. You got the Rams. Matt Stafford is an older quarterback. The Steelers ain't got a quarterback. You got the Raiders. They got Geno Smith. He getting old, but he gonna end up on the team. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think it's over because of that.
That's what I would say. He doing all that head talk instead of just letting things go. Because just like the other night, they picked that boy from somebody picked him from Alabama.
Yeah, he ain't nowhere near.
He was in that league.
He ain't nowhere near.
He a monster too.
Yeah, but he ain't nowhere near Shador. Ain't none of them quarterbacks except the number one pick on the same level as Shador. None of them. Like, they don't compare. Jalen Miro can't throw. Who you talking about? He can't throw. Hold on. Yeah. That's what I told you. I couldn't see it. All right, just let me know. Hello? Yeah, that Alabama quarterback, he's super fast, but he can't throw. So that and that. Yeah, nah, he ain't. If you knew of him and knew of how Alabama was winning games, it was because he was running like Michael Vick. Yeah, it was the Alabama just came out. The players just came out 2 days ago and said if he would have came back, they would have all left. Because he ain't no, he can't. He was solely the reason a couple losses that they got was because of him. But all of those quarterbacks that got picked, Oregon's quarterback, that Louisville quarterback had one of the worst combines in history. Like it's like blatant what they doing to Shador. He went from being a number 2, possibly number 3 pick to the 4th round. I think he's gonna get drafted today, but I think like that's and Ryan Clark, all of them boys on the internet, even the white ones, is like this is sad how they doing him because it ain't nothing on the field or off the field that shows that he deserves this. Because he's a good kid, he don't be talking crazy. He be minding his business. He ain't in the news for nothing. He just happened to be his son. And the thing about Deion is Deion thought he could do what Arch Manning did and John Elway and them did. They white. They can come and say, well, I'm not gonna let my son play for Cleveland. He said that. I don't know if you remember that. He said that like 6-8 months ago. You can't say that kind of stuff. You can't do what they do. At least not that far ahead. He might have been able to say that, right before the draft or something like that, but you can't do what they do. And I think that rubbed them the wrong way. Yeah. And even Trump came out and said, I don't know what the NFL owners is doing. He put out a statement. When I saw him, I saw him put that statement, and I said, "Oh yeah, there's got to be something that somebody knows." Yeah, Trump put a statement out. Trump put a statement out and said something like, "Oh, here you go." It say, "What is wrong with NFL owners? Are they stupid? Deion Sanders was a great college football player and was even greater in the NFL. He also was a very good coach, streetwise and smart. Therefore, Shador, his quarterback's son, has phenomenal genes and is all set for greatness. He should be picked immediately by a team that wants to win now. Good luck, Shador, and say hello to your wonderful father." And then you saw what they did yesterday. Somebody on the internet, Frank called Shador as if he was getting drafted, and then said, "No, you gotta wait a little longer," trying to be funny. It's all the way messed up. But all the commentators, white and black, they're like, this is trash. It was a white dude flat out was like, "This is trash what they doing." Oh, Brady? Brady, yeah. Yeah, Brady was training him in the off season while he was at Colorado. Yeah, they was working out together while he was at Colorado. Yeah, yeah, they in the off season for Colorado, Deion had Brady working him out. Yeah, there's only one quarterback that I would say is on that same level, and that's the nigga that got drafted #1 from Miami. And he do not play. I don't know if you saw the draft, but he ain't had no jewelry on, looking stupid, and he ain't had no girlfriends in the green. He had his mama and his daddy in the green room. Shannon Sharp. I think he's gay.
I told your woman that. I said there was rumors years ago that he got cleaned down.
Yeah, I think he's gay. But I think
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Not a kicker or a puncher here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're underway from Philadelphia. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. In the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. His first throw is an interception. Nick Bolton has it. Ball at the 33 for first down. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second down now, 7 to go. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. Catch is made down the right sideline. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running left. This is Barkley. And he gets it forward. Is still about a yard out of that. Justin Reed with the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Campbell hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Justin Reed has the INT. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. So now it's 13-zip, Brock, and they've got to be even happier knowing that multiple phases of their game contributing to this lead early on.
Yeah, I'm going to guess the defense probably not going to keep up with the offensive scoring touchdown for touchdown, but you can't script a better start.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Hurts back to the air after the pick. Dump off caught by his back. Has some daylight through the 40. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Barkley's got it. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Fires right away, but incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They give to Barkley, left side. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Stop for no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and 2.
As a corner in this league, oh, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Now this is a beauty of a kick. It's headed out of bounds, no chance at a return or a touchback. They're going to mark it out at the 6. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his right. Now he's going deep right. He's got it deep downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. The drive picks up here. 1st and 10. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Chiefs pushing for points. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's able to rip off a chunk of red zone yardage to the 10. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Second down run by Pacheco. He breaks a tackle, and he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. He tries to sneak it, and he's going to be touched down right at the line, so no gain on the play.
A tie in baseball, Kate, well, we know it goes to the runner. A tie at the line of scrimmage on a sneak, well, in this case, it goes to the defense.
He has it on the QB sneak. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Okay, Kate, I'll turn it around to you. Who do you think was the best quarterback sneaker in the history of the game?
Ooh, you really want me to answer that? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, some people where I live now here in Philly don't like this, but some people say it might be Tom Brady, partner.
Yeah, well, those some people are exactly right. He was the best.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Putting a receiver in motion. Pirine. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chiefs boat racing them to the halftime locker room. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs stretch their lead to 21. Reed now to kick this one away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Back to throw it. He's throwing deep to the left side. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Chiefs are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And that return comes to an end as they touch him down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Back to throw Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Escapes out to the left. He's running with it. Nothing doing there as he gets out of bounds back at the line.
You know, that play is so indicative of what we see in training camps all over football. Pursue, pursue, pursue. Blanketed coverage on the back end. And look at that defense fly. No gain on the play, but it very much feels like a sack for that defense.
2nd and 10 now. Hits his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their 1st. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. It's Pacheco again. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Going to the ground again on 1st. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Right back to Pacheco. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Second and 6 coming up here. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's Pacheco on 3rd. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Call it no gain that time, so now they face a 4th and 4.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs